There will be trouble if Nnamdi Kanu dies in detention. Intersociety group warns Nigerian government. Kanu, who is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has been in solitary confinement at the detention facility of the Department of State Services, DSS, since June 2021. Hello everyone, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you are joining us for the first time, kindly subscribe and please do not forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you for always listening. Intersociety have once again warned Nigerian government led by President Muhammadu Buhari. They don't tell and say, this one when you disobey court orders. And now Nnamdi Kanu is really very sick. And you don't want to let him go. You don't even want him to have, access to his personal doctors. We don't know what they find. But the thing is say, if anything happened to this man in DSS custody, there will be trouble, they said. A human rights organization, the International Society for Civil Liberties and the Rule of Law, Intersociety, on Sunday warned the Nigerian government that Nnamdi Kanu must not die in custody. Kanu, who is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has been in solitary confinement at the detention facility of the Department of State Services, DSS, since June 2021. Addressing a press conference in Enugu on Sunday, the group warned that if Kanu dies in custody, there will be trouble. Franked by the principal officers and members of the governing board of Intersociety, the board chair, Chief Emeka, advised the federal government that instead of holding Kanu in perpetuity, it should start reconciling with aggrieved citizens of the country to dull tension in the country. The group also called for the release of all other pro-Biafran agitators held in various detention facilities without trial. It said, Nnamdi Kanu must not die in detention. The DSS has the capacity to give medical treatment either in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. The consequences of dying in detention will be far-reaching. The federal government should also release all other pro-Biafran agitators held in various detention centers across the country. As a government, that will soon wind off. It should start making amends and use a political solution in addressing the issue of pro-Biafra agitation. Speaking on 2023 general elections and insecurity, Intersociety called for the removal of 1,500 military checkpoints and 4,000 police checkpoints in the southeast and south-south regions in the country. Lamenting the economic, social, and security implementations, Intersociety said those checkpoints have been converted to extortion points. It's alleged that state actors and non-state actors in the southeast jointly killed 1,700 civilians and adopted 1,800 in 2022. Imagine. It alleged that state actors and non-state actors in the southeast jointly killed 1,700 civilians and adopted 1,800 in 2022. The group, however, accused the military personnel of correlation with criminal elements to perpetrate crime in the region using military checkpoints and camouflage to kidnap people along the highways. On the 2023 general elections, Intersociety called on the international community and other civil society organizations to keep a close eye on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, adding that it has identified more than 50 rigging strategies that the electoral body can use to undermine the elections. On account of this, Intersociety has filed a class suit against INEC over 7 million disfranchised new registrants, 600 other litigation, it said. You can imagine this. 1,700 civilians, were killed, and 1,800 was adopted in 2022. Do you see what Nigerian government is doing? This is really very bad. And all these things are only happening in the Southeast region. What is going on in the Southeast region? We don't even hear such story in the North, when they have bandits, Boko Haram killing people, that bandits invaded a community, killed people. The Nigerian army or police who's supposed to protect them will in turns be going from house to house to search for agitators, adopting them too, taking vigilantes, guns and all that, looting people, small businesses. This is just too much. Now, coming back to Nnamdi Kanu case, Nigerian government are actually crossing the line. Yes. Why I said that is because Nnamdi Kanu has been discharged by the court of competent jurisdiction. Holding him right now is still in the issue of kidnapping, because Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya, and Nigeria government is still, in that the same whatever that brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria, kidnapping. They still kidnapped him. So, staying in that DSS custody, Nnamdi Kanu is still adopted by the Nigerian government, and this is not fair. Like what they said, what Intersociety said, that there will be trouble if Kanu dies in detention. Now, Kanu is seriously sick, and the Nigerian government have refused to release him. Why? Because of where he's coming from. Yes, because of where Kanu is coming from. If Kanu were supposed to be from the north, and I believe by now AGF Abubakar Malami would have since released him. Yes. It's only God. It's only God, and our prayer is Nnamdi Kanu, nothing should happen to him. Now the question is, where are the Southeast leaders? What are they doing? They've forgotten that if anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, God forbid, they will be the first target. They don't know. This is even the reason the reason why they should put more pressure on President Muhammadu Buhari to release the IPOB leader. I'm dropping it here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you.